Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. We're back. This is going to be something new, ladies and gentlemen. This is going to be the first installment of what I'm going to be calling the Candace Owens Cinematic
Universe
Recap. Because we know at this point, her Becoming Erika series is not a podcast anymore. We do know that we're watching like a really cheap Temu conspiracy theory. Let's just be honest. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to recap what has happened in the first 5 quote unquote episodes. So this week, of course, Candace, she's continuing her investigation series into the mysterious rise of Erika Kirk at TP USA. And by investigation and by investigative series, y'all know I really mean that. We're just watching 5 episodes of vibes, yearbook photos, and divorce papers with weird dates on them. It's crazy. Now, the main headline for this week, the main headline for this week is that Candace believes that Charlie Kirk may have been assassinated because he opposed the war with Iran. Yeah, that's where we are. That was the punchline. That's the upshot for this week. Now, let me be clear here. The evidence to this theory, the evidence that's currently available, let's go over it real quick. We got one clip of Charlie Kirk talking about Iran. He also calls out Lindsey Graham be catching them strays, and about 20 minutes of Candace saying something about this just doesn't feel right. This is hard-hitting journalism, people. This is hard-hitting journalism. But the real investigation this week is not really into Charlie. No. That was just the most recent. The real investigation is Erika Kirk's family. And my goodness, in the morning, Candace did learn something in 3rd grade when you have to make that family tree project and all your whole family. Because my goodness, in the morning, this one loves doing family trees. If nothing else, she's going to do a family tree, and good gracious, it is a mess, a whole mess. But let's bring it in. Let's talk about it. Candace spent a significant amount of time this week reviewing Erika's relatives. She talked about her parents, her grandparents, her great-grandparents, and yes, boys and girls, her great-great-grandparents. So somehow or another, all this information ties into how Charlie Kirk was deleted. And it makes no sense at all. At one point, we were actually dangerously close to learning Erika Kirk's ancestors from about 1483. Like, that's how far back she went. Apparently, one of her relatives worked for Quaker Oats. Shout out to Quaker Oats. Down in the comments below, like, do you like grits or oatmeal for breakfast? But comment down below. Which Candace later on says is suspicious because Quaker Oats once did radioactive oatmeal experiments. I have never heard this before. I don't know if I actually needed this information. Did you need this information? Now, I don't know about you, but if your investigation into a modern political organization, if it requires you to go back to 1930 oatmeal experiments, you might have lost the plot. I think it's fair to say the plot is nowhere in the chat at all. So Candace introduced, of course, a brand new theory this week. She brought up the MK Ultra. Oh my gosh, we've never heard of MK Ultra before, right, ladies and gentlemen? We have officially entered the CIA mind control phase of the storyline. And if you notice, this is an ongoing theme. Everybody's mind control. According to Candace, it is possible that Erika Kirk may have been programmed. Yes, I did say programmed, like your smartphone, like your DVR, like your Alexa. Like, she's been programmed, which honestly, that explains a whole lot. But it would also mean that the CIA has spent decades creating the world's first conservative beauty pageant sleeper agent. I kid you not. That's some really dialed in. They're really committed to this. You got to give them credit for that, for sure. Now, another major development this week is, of course, Erika's childhood. We had to go back into her. Candace actually discovered pictures of Erika as a toddler. Yes, I did say toddler, boys and girls, a toddler. And she believes that the toddler may have been even making Freemason signs. Like, she's throwing up gang signs as a toddler. Now, hold on now. I looked at the picture, man. It's not a Freemason sign. It's not a Freemason sign. It's like a little kid holding their hands like, oh my gosh, I just threw up on myself. Like, what? Candace really can't be taken seriously. We also learned in these episodes rather, that Candace has been speaking to Erika's former classmates, boyfriends, acquaintances, and possibly the guy who sold her a slushie at the 7-Eleven in 1998, ladies and gentlemen. And at one point, Candace announced that she had access to someone's old social media password, which at this moment, the entire collective internet said, oh, ma'am, come on. That's called hacking. Good gracious. This is investigative journalism, ladies and gentlemen. Now, let's be fair. Candace did acknowledge several times that she might be wrong. I don't think she realizes just how bad she could be wrong. And more than likely, she is wrong. In fact, in one episode, she said something that was very honest, and I want to give her credit for that. She said some of the claims could be incorrect because she could not verify a document, which raises a very obvious question. If you cannot verify the document, why in the merciful name are we on episode 5 and you're only now telling us this? That's what we need to know. But anyway, the biggest development, I think, in the past week of Candace's newest villain is not the CIA, not MK Ultra, not the Kazakhstanian mafia. It's not even like German scientists that she blamed earlier, right? Nope. Her biggest enemy this week, ready? Is apparently Erika Kirk's mom's divorce papers. That's the biggest enemy, the biggest villain, in this whole thing. Ladies and gentlemen, that's right. I said the divorce papers. They've appeared in the chat, and she put them on the screen so many times to qualify as a recurring character. Like they're going to get best supporting actor in this play at this point. And finally, I think Candace wrapped up this week with what is described as the massive revelation, a massive revelation, a yearbook photo of Erika Kirk. That's right. A yearbook photo. After years of speculation, conspiracy, and internet sleuthing, the bombshell evidence, high school yearbook photo. Somewhere, somehow, Nancy Drew just threw her detective hat into the river. She's done. I mean, it's over. Candace has found a yearbook photo. So let's just recap for the last 5 days. We have radioactive oatmeal, CIA mind control, sleeper cell beauty pageant contestants, Freemason toddlers, divorce papers, and yearbook photos. And still, absolutely, positively, no evidence that Erika Kirk assassinated her husband, Charlie Kirk. But don't have no fear, ladies and gentlemen, have no fear. Candace reassures us we are getting close. We are getting so close. So close. She has now said that approximately 1,438 times. We're there. We're close. We are close. All right, ladies and gentlemen, join me for the next thrilling episode of Candace Owens' investigation. I'm pretty sure we'll be the leading theory will probably be time travel. I'm expecting the Knights Templar to show up in the chat and suspicious lunch ladies at Erika's middle school cafeteria. What do you think? Comment down below. Let me know what do you think is going to happen. And until next time, everybody, grace and peace. Thank you so much for tuning in to another episode of the JWhit Podcast. If you enjoyed today's show, please do me a favor and hit me up with that 3-piece special. Like the video, subscribe, and of course, share it with somebody who would also enjoy this type of content. And make sure you leave a comment because I do pin the best comments to the top. So thank you so much for tuning in today. And until next time, everybody, grace and peace.